If courage is infectious, then why is vulnerability power? I always do this thing where I'm convinced that I need someone else to tell me it'll be okay, as if I can't do that myself. I tell you things I've felt in my life. I tell you things I've experienced, for the most part with fucking brutal honesty. But today, I think I'd like to tell you how I feel right now in this moment. And in this moment, here, with all of you, I still feel alone. And lonely does not even begin to describe this state, this magnitude of alone. This impenetrable monster that this year of isolation has created is indescribably not okay. I've been standing up here, spilling my fucking guts out. I've been sharing until my voice is hoarse for years. But please, just this once, I need you to do this with me. I can't do it alone. Not this time. After I perform, people sometimes have strong reactions. Sometimes they hate it, sometimes they don't listen. Sometimes it makes them uncomfortable. And sometimes they just hug me and don't say anything. My favorite reaction, though, is when people meet my vulnerability with their own. I love when people tell me that they relate or felt something too while I was feeling something. But my favorite is when they tell me why. I think I share my heart because I don't know how to hold it by myself. So in an act of attempted courage and vulnerability and complete surrender, I set it down, just for a moment. Memories and these stories of grief are so heavy, and sometimes I get tired. And by that I mean I am always tired. And sometimes I just need to set it down and know it's going to be safe for the moment that I need to finally be able to rest. So to not be here with you, to not have that for a year, I didn't know if it was going to be okay. I always do this thing where I'm convinced that I need someone else to tell me it'll be okay, as if I can't do that myself. I always do this thing where I'm convinced that I need someone else to tell me it'll be okay, as if I can't do that myself. But why do I need to hear it from you? Why do I keep baring my soul to anyone I can? To friends, family, complete strangers, to you? Because when I am vulnerable, you feel empowered. When I'm honest, you feel trust. When I am broken, you know it's safe. And when you feel empowered, I feel agency. When you feel trust, I feel stable. When you feel safe, I believe you. I always do this thing where I'm convinced that I need someone else to tell me it'll be okay, as if I can't do that myself. I always do this thing where I'm convinced that I need someone else to tell me it'll be okay, as if I can't do that myself. I always do this thing where I'm convinced that I need someone else to tell me it'll be okay, as if I can't do that myself. But what I'm feeling now, it isn't okay. This whole year I have felt not okay. So maybe, just this once, don't tell me it'll be okay. Instead, tell me why. Tell me why it's not. Tell me why you're not. Just be not okay with me. Being honest about not being okay takes courage. And having the courage to admit we are not okay takes vulnerability. And courage is infectious because vulnerability is power. Thanks.